Have you ever considered adding pastel colors to your kitchen, but hesitated because you're unsure how they'll look in your space? Maybe you're worried that it will look too playful, won't match your counters or backsplash, or might even make the kitchen feel a little outdated. I get it, pastels can be tricky, and it's totally normal to second-guess them. That's exactly why I made this video. I'm going to walk you through 5 color shades that truly work, and show you how to use them effectively to achieve designer-approved look. Pale blue can feel light and calming in a kitchen, but it's also one of the easiest pastels to get wrong. A great place to start is Benjamin Moore's Breath of Fresh Air. It's soft, slightly muted, and doesn't shift too cold once it's on larger surfaces. A lot of pale blues go gray or icy in daylight. This one stays balanced and light without feeling flat. A common mistake is treating blue pastel like a background color. It reflects surrounding tones easily, so things like open shelving, bold dishes, or nearby wood can make the color feel inconsistent or even slightly green. Keep the space around it visually quiet to help the blue stay true. Designer tip: use pale blue in a kitchen with recessed upper cabinets or glass uppers. The color draws the eye upward without feeling heavy, which helps smaller kitchens feel more open, especially when paired with clean lines and minimal trim. Pale yellow is one of the most effective ways to warm up a kitchen that feels dull or flat, especially if you want softness without going full beige. A reliable shade to try is Benjamin Moore's Wyndham Cream. It's a muted, buttery yellow that doesn't lean too golden or bright once it's on cabinets. One common mistake with this color is pairing it with heavy textures, things like speckled granite, busy tile, or rough wood grains. They can overwhelm the yellow or make it look outdated. It works best with smooth surfaces like creamy quartz, polished marble, or flat front cabinets that keep the look clean and minimal. One trick designers use with pale yellow is to repeat curved shapes in the space. That could mean arched cabinet doors, curved sconces, or stools with rounded backs. Straight lines and sharp edges can make the room feel rigid, which fights against the softness of the yellow. Mint green often gets passed over on the sample card. It can feel too fresh or hard to picture in a kitchen, but once it's on cabinets, it brings a calm, clean look that works especially well in lighter kitchens. A reliable shade to try is Benjamin Moore's Spring Mint. It has a slightly cool base that keeps it from looking retro or overly sweet, and it stays consistent in both daylight and soft white bulbs. Don't pair mint green with red-toned or golden oak floors. The warm wood makes the mint look off and less fresh. Mint green looks its best when you layer in subtle texture. Try vertical paneling on the cabinets, a fluted island base, or ribbed glass on an upper door. The softness of the green actually makes these details stand out more, without feeling busy. It's one of the few pastel cell tones that lets you play with texture and still keep the space calm. Did you know there are pastel colors that don't look pastel at all? Warm sand is one of them. It doesn't feel soft or sweet like you might expect, but it still has the low saturation and balanced tone that makes it part of the pastel family. And in a kitchen, that can actually work in your favor. A great example of this shade is Benjamin Moore's Solstice. It brings in just enough warmth to soften cooler surfaces like stone, tile, or stainless appliances, without competing or turning too warm. A professional tip is to add soft LED lights under the upper cabinets. They help reveal the subtle undertones of warm sand, especially in kitchens with limited natural light. Here's another pastel that doesn't feel like one. Blush beige has all the softness of a muted color, but it reads more like a warm neutral, making it a practical choice for kitchens that need warmth and softness without adding strong color contrast. A shade like Larch Hill is a great example. It has a slight blush undertone that gives it warmth and softness without tipping into pink. It pairs beautifully with finishes like light oak, brushed brass, and cream-toned walls. Don't use blush beige next to cool whites or gray tile. It can bring out the pink in the paint and make the whole space feel off. A plaster hood is another detail that works beautifully with this palette. Its soft matte finish blends seamlessly into a pastel kitchen and adds a custom high-end feel without pulling focus. It also helps keep the space feeling cohesive, especially if you're already using warm whites or textured surfaces nearby. Want something more classic? Check out my favorite classic kitchen colors next. Let's make your kitchen feel like home. I'll see you in the next one.